When I go for a walk or drive by a park where kids play, I often see kids doing a very specific activity. It might seem like I always see at least one kid hanging upside down on the monkey bars. Do you like to hang upside down? Sometimes I like to imagine being upside down all the time. Can you imagine what it would feel like if you could walk around on the ceiling, for example? I think that would give some people a pretty big surprise. But as much as it might be fun to imagine, if you ever hung upside down for a long time, you know that eventually the fun starts to fade. Your head starts to hurt and it feels uncomfortable. And eventually, you don't really want to be upside down anymore. And in our scripture passage for today, even though we don't hear about any monkey bars or people walking on the ceiling, Jesus does turn several things upside down. And Jesus starts in the temple by turning upside down the tables of the money changers. When he flipped them upside down, he knocked everything off and turned their business on its head. Can you imagine if you saw someone doing something like that today? Imagine going to school and during the middle of class, someone went to the center of the room and turned all the tables and desks upside down, knocking everything off. I'm guessing that a lot of people would get pretty upset. And truthfully, a lot of those people did feel pretty upset when Jesus turned their tables upside down. He had ruined their business and made a mess of things. So, why did Jesus do this? Well, it turns out Jesus always turns things upside down. In fact, he turned more than tables upside down. He turned the whole world upside down. During his ministry, Jesus taught that the first would become the last and the last would become first. He taught that it wasn't the rich and powerful in the world who were blessed, but it was those who were down and out in the world and poor in spirit. He taught that the most important people were rulers or people in power, but little children and those who serve others. Basically, Jesus came to take our whole world and everything that we thought we knew about it and turned it upside down. And so, it shouldn't surprise us when Jesus turned the tables in the temple upside down. The people there had made things like money and convenience the most important things in their hearts. So, in flipping the tables, Jesus really wanted them to turn their hearts upside down and make God the most important thing instead. And sometimes, Jesus will do the same kind of thing to us. He will turn things in our life upside down. If we have made some things in our lives way too important, Jesus always wants to flip them on their heads so that God can take the spot in our hearts and lives. And when Jesus starts turning things upside down, if we don't like it at first, like the people in the temple, or if we feel uncomfortable, like when we've hung upside down for a little too long on the monkey bars, remember that Jesus turns us upside down because he loves us. Jesus' kingdom is upside down compared to the world, and he wants us to start experiencing it now, today. And I hope that helps you understand our scripture passage just a little bit better. Goodbye, everyone.